Guys, I'm in between shifts, so just give me a minute to get back out here. If you're watching this later, you can fast forward to the end of just a minute or two. I'm making a coffee, Little Faith No More. This is a good song, and I got to tell you about the terrible DoorDash shift I just did. All right, so for once, that's not a clickbait, what I put up there about the DoorDash big bad problem. So let me just get my chair ready. Oh, fuck, this is harder than I thought. All right, so yeah, I'm in between shifts right now. I worked a breakfast shift this morning. I streamed before I went out. Thanks for everybody who checked that one out. That one did really good. And I'm gonna stream probably for 20 minutes now. I'm gonna show you the Wolf King GT, the delivery box setup. I get lots of questions always about the setup, like forever I get these questions. So I figure I'll show you 3 different scooters today and how I put the box on the deck. So for breakfast, I worked on the, oh, I'm already feeling the day already. I'm feeling my bones. For breakfast, I worked on the KAABO King GT. I showed you that setup earlier. I've done a lot of shifts on that recently. That's a great scooter. If you're looking at a $2,000 scooter, that's my favorite scooter. ESA 100 gets you $100 off. Now this is for lunch, I want to work on the Wolf King GT. Same brand, the KAABO. This is obviously the bigger one. This model's been on the market for a couple of years at this point, right? The Wolf King GT. This is a very, very top tier scooter in the sense that it does have some small problems, like the suspension bushings. At about 1,000 miles, you're going to want to replace them, which is early for a scooter, but you can replace them with something that will last much longer. And little issues here and there that people have had over the years, but this scooter is vetted. There's no way you're going to go on Facebook and just see like a ton of bad shit about the Wolf King GT. Slightly different than the GTR, the bigger version, which I also ride. Reason why I haven't seen that well, you might have actually seen it, but I haven't ridden it for a while. I posted old videos of it. I'm struggling doing a tire change. I'm probably going to bring it to Voromotors for help. But speaking of tire change, on this Wolf King GT, it was my first ever tubeless tire change. All my other scooters have tubes and split rims. So this tire was a bitch. And I couldn't get the seal to hold on the bead. You know, I would get it so it could take air. I would use the ratchet method, which worked really good, ratchet strap. So I actually used bead sealant on this scooter's tire. I never used bead sealant before. It's messy shit. But man, is that stuff held. I don't know how many miles are on this, 1,200 plus, but that tire is held perfectly. One thing I will tell you though, since this scooter has sat for a couple of days, I always check the tire pressure. Scooters always lose tire pressure. So, what's up, baby boy? So basically this morning, I went out for a shift and I was only gonna work 2 hours no matter what. Can I tell you I made $5? I made $5 in 2 hours. Not that complicated of a story, but basically went to Chick-fil-A, didn't get an order for 40 minutes, which is unheard of. Went to the Target Center, didn't get an order, waited 20 minutes. Drove out to West Hollywood, didn't get an order. And at about the hour and 25-minute mark, I got a $28 order that I would have taken if I was fresh, but it was 7 miles each direction. And on the Mantis, you have about 20 miles range on that, and I already had 7 miles on it, so 777 is 21. I didn't want to have to walk home. But if I could have taken this $28 order, at least I could have made 28 bucks for the 2-hour shift. I really wish, I made a rookie mistake waiting in a spot and it's slow and giving up on it. Like on the scooters, electric vehicles, just stay where you are, let the money come to you. So obviously though, like last week also I had some very slow mornings on DoorDash. I'm realizing there's gonna be a big paradigm shift in the earlier shifts, because like lunch was even slow last week, but dinner last week was very busy. So that's why I'm gonna start working dinners, because dinners are gonna be during light hours. I can work until like 7:30. What do you want, handsome boy? You're a handsome boy. He's such a good boy. Bishop. Mr. Stinky Stinky. He's so needy. Bishop, not like the religious figure, but from Aliens. I guess whatever you want to consider it. My dogs are mostly named after characters from science fiction. Ripley is my other dog. Max I adopted. But anyhow, so super fucking like depressing being out there just waiting. I gotta admit though, actually, I don't have much to be depressed about right now, so I really don't want to say it was depressing, but it's rough sitting out there and the app is just not going off. When it finally rang, even with a bad order at 90 minutes, I was like, well, at least it's working. Part of me thinks there's something wrong with the DoorDash system, but I think this is just something else to adjust to. I think lunch is going to be better, and I think dinner is going to be great. So today I'm going to come in, this is my second stream. I'm also going to stream before dinner. I'll let you know how lunch was. And of course, I'll have a full-length video out there for you as well. So I think it's about time. I got to put the box on the scooter. I'm not going to show you my safety gear. Like, you can look in the previous live stream for that. I show you all of that. But let's put the box on the deck. Look out, monkey boy. Come on, Bishop. Let's go. All right, so you know, wood platform on the bottom, this thingy. I mean, it's the same thing for all the scooters. At least this way I can point people to my live stream and say, hey, look at this. This is how I put it on 3 different scooters. It's all the same. It's not rocket science, as I've been prone to saying recently. Okay, so like a shorter, tighter bungee cord for the sides. I mean, the sizes on these, I just, you know, I use the right size for the right amount of tension. So here, boom, holds that in. It binds around the board. I put 2 of these actually, two of these. Obviously, that way, if one fails somehow, I got another one. It's like my pit bulls all have two collars around their neck. Or at least my big one does, because one can break and then tragedy happens. And to this one, these are longer. I put it in the corner, bind it around the corner, and I go back around here. Boom, it's the perfect length. Very tight, but not so tight that it bends the bag. I can't believe I'm making multiple videos about this, but I guess like I keep getting asked this, and I know if I show it on 3 scooters, I can point people to these videos. Boom. And now also, I usually put a cord around it. Kind of keep some tightness, and I can open and close that. If I'm doing like extra big orders, I can take that off. Plus I've got like tons and tons of stuff in here. And as far as what I have like in the box, it's a little messy. I don't always like to show it. I don't want people telling me that, oh, clean the box. But I've got like, this is tools. Obviously kryptonite lock. You don't see this that often anymore, but I do have like a drink holder if I need it. That's if I get one of these fucking crazy orders with like 6 loose drinks. I'll start putting them in there. And this is just my bag of clean Target bags that I use for everything. All right, let me get this out of here and I'll come back and I'll bullshit with you a little bit. And I do have to go to work. I'll put my gear on and I do actually have to go to work. We are 100% really working today. I was saying earlier today how like setting up Mustard, what's up, buddy? I knew you'd tell me to clean the box. I was saying earlier today that like setting up for the job, for any job, is often like harder than the actual job, or at least if you do something a lot, you get sick of it. So now I got to show you the cameras again real quick, because I got to set up and put on my cameras. Say hello to the baby boy. Itchy scratchy, what are you doing, man? Get off, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's real cute. So, dual axis shin guards. These are good shin guards. Definitely recommend them. Before I forget, I got my keys in my wallet. Put them in my pocket so I don't forget it. Well, I hope everybody's doing good. I mean, I'm very, very excited that the weather's changing, and like I get traumatized. I was traumatized by this winter. We had so much rain, and the mornings and the evenings were so cold. And because I have dogs, I'm constantly walking the dogs, you know. So it's like I hate walking them in the rain and the cold. So now to wake up in the morning and walk the dogs, and it's like warm outside, or at least not cold, like that's just a huge pleasure. My body feels better. I feel better. And I love working in the warm weather too. Yeah. I think I'm going to put these on. I guess I'm just going to get ready to get out of here, actually. I'm not sure. Like, if I have any time to sit around and rest in between. It's 11 o'clock now. Usually, like, the peak lunch shift is like 11:30 to 2. And then 2 to 4 is dead. And then like 4 to infinity, you know, into the nighttime is usually pretty busy. I haven't worked like a deep night shift for a long time. I don't plan on it. But tonight I'm definitely going to work like a 4 to 7 p.m. shift for sure. And now it's getting warmer. Later in the day, it's getting warmer. I don't have to put on my fucking hoodie, right? Not Max. No. That's normally Max's chair. So I showed you guys that this morning, Media Mod, GoPro Hero 11, just my standard gear for work. A lot of just repetition. Gotta make sure the camera is okay, it's recognizing it. Gotta get my thingy here. By the way, GoPro tip, use these, don't use these. Okay? These are better. So, you know, it's always about the chest mount. That's like the primary mount. Chest mount is generic. It's called the GoPro chest mount. Just a camera chest mount. This is the Rode 2 wireless, the heart of the sound. Without this, I feel like my videos suck. I feel like you gotta have a good sound. Eventually, I'm gonna mic the live stream. Don't worry about that. I'm buying a computer pretty soon so I can do a lot more in the live stream than I've been doing. I can do commentary shit when I buy a computer that I can live stream through. All right, so. All right, and what I usually also like to do is let's test the mic, make sure it's working. Come on. This is my, this is a receiver, this is a transmitter. Testing, mic test. We're getting ready to go out on the King GTR. Because nothing worse than like recording a whole bunch of shit and finding out that your shit wasn't recording. Testing. All right, that's good. Alrighty, how much time? Okay, we have 4 minutes to make it 20 minutes. I wanted to go 20 minutes, so let's light the smoke machine really quick. I'll talk to you. I'll say hello to everybody in the chat. If you got any questions or anything, throw them in there. And let's listen to this. for sure. This is a good song to get pumped up to. All right, it actually looks like we're not going to make 20 minutes. Doesn't look like I have a lot of questions to answer, actually, so let me go through this. All right, so, hey, what's up, AA? How you doing? Amazon fired you. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. What's up, Christopher Rivers from Tampa, Florida? Rab says, have you ever played Hide the Sausage? How old are you? Make good jokes if you're going to make jokes. T-Nick, how you doing? Hope you're well. Thank you, buddy. Mustard Pikachu, always messing with me. Good to see you. I know you love to. Want to see the dogs one more time? Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Hey. Don't mess up my camera, though. All right, he got a bath the other day. He hated it. He smells slightly better, but this dog, you ever have a dog that just always fucking stinks? Like, no matter what, this dog smells. I think it's because he's licking himself a lot and he's always wet. You good boy? All right, guys. 11:05. I do want to get out there quick, guys. I appreciate your support. See you next time.